But what? Wait, I'm
That's
not
what I don't
disputing that, but
get.
I'm not advocating for those cops. I think that that's a bad thing and something we need to reform in our system.
Right. Bad
I thought you
stuff
guys were
happens
super
in this
pro
world.
police. You guys are so
Bad-
pro police right now.
I
So pro
am.
police.
I am. And I'm pro
So
country.
pro police.
But what gets me is that the Democrats
Kelsey, thank you for the
say,
$10. Thank you so much.
we are not the ones dividing the country. You guys are. You guys are the ones that can't stand that people like Trump. You think that he shouldn't
Yeah,
like
who
it
tried to
because
coup
he's
the
a
government.
rapist, because
He
he's
tried
a
to coup the
rapist.
government. He was held civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman.
He was
Yeah,
held
absolutely.
civilly, not criminally. That's
Yeah, you
different.
don't. Do you accept his felonies?
Why was O.J.
Lilia, think of
Simpson not
the
in
dollar.
jail?
Courtney, think of the $5.
Do I
do
accept
you
his
accept?
felonies?
Do you
No.
accept his felonies?
No.
Oh, so
Now,
even if
that's
it wasn't
where I ask you to watch the.
so even if it wasn't a criminal court, you wouldn't accept it. So you act like it's such a big deal that it's in a civil court, but then even if it's in a criminal court, you still don't accept it. Click your profile picture in the bottom right and click the microphone
Why do you keep muting me?
because you keep talking too much.
Really?
Yeah,
I
you're
think
talking.
I think I've been kind of
Thank you.
compared to most people on here. I've just kind of been really being pretty nice.
It's not about nice. It's about you cutting off or like us not having productive dialogue. I mute people to increase the productivity of dialogue.
You mute because you're a liberal and you're a communist. You want to control.
Can you being a liberal is contradictory to communism. Being a liberal is contradictory to communism. Can you tell me what communism is?
22 and
What is
you
communism,
don't know
Joan?
anything about life.
Joan, what is communism?
You don't know anything about life.
Joan, what is communism?
Oh, here we go. Let me look up the Let me look in the dictionary here. I'm going to look on my computer and get the.
Can you define it? You can't. So liberalism cannot possibly be communism because communism is a stateless. Listen,
That's where you're pretty naive.
Joan,
pretty
listen.
naive.
Joan,
because they may
This
claim.
is why I have to mute you because you won't be quiet.
Well,
listen.
you may as well just get rid of me.
Joan, I'm seriously trying to. Joan, I'm trying to educate you right now, and I want you to listen so that you understand. Okay? Because
you want to educate me?
Yes, because you're making a point right now that makes no sense, and I want to clear it up for you. Okay? So communism and liberalism are contradictory to each other. Communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. In liberalism, there's a state, there's classes, and there's money.
Right.
Appreciate the paper crane. All right? So it's literally diametrically opposed to communism.
Why do you not believe that states should have control of abortion then?
Because it is the case that I don't think that women's rights should be left up to the states.
Okay, but isn't that communism? I mean,
No, protecting women's rights is not communism.
If the federal government decides, isn't that kind of leaning towards?
That's not what communism is. I just told you, communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. If there's no state, then you couldn't possibly enforce something without a state. So that doesn't make any sense.
What you haven't learned in your 22 years of life is even though they claim they're liberals.
What you haven't learned in your 60 years of life is what the definition of communism is.
I know what communism is.
You didn't learn anything about economics.
I
studied economics. I used to be a communist.
I'm not even going to explain that.
Joan, I studied economics. I have a degree in economics, and I used to be a communist, okay? I know what communism is. I can tell you what communism is. I can define it to you in multiple senses.
Too. Then why is the left...
Hold on, John, a second. You got a degree in economics, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you think there's things that the private sector does better than the government, or do you think the government spends better than the private?
It depends on the particular market.
Absolutely.
Like certain markets, the public sector does better. Certain markets, the private sector does better. Joanne, thank you so much. I appreciate the $25 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Joanne. Can we get some W's for Joanne in the comment section?
So overall, the markets.
Oh, you're literally driving, Vin. That's why I kicked you.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Turn your camera on right now.
I will. Oh,
I can literally hear the car moving.
I don't have live access.
Dude, I can literally hear the car moving.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm not driving, bro. I don't know.
Are you inside a car?
I'm not driving. Yeah, I am inside a car.
Okay, is the car moving?
Is it moving? No, it's not moving.
So it's completely still?
Completely still.
Okay. So you're parked?
Yeah.
So why do I hear less noise now than I did?
Because I'm parked.
Really?
It
Does it
sounds
matter?
like it was moving and now it's not.
Does it matter? I mean,
Yes,
seriously.
it's TikTok's
parked
TOS.
now. So I'm not.
It's parked now? Well, I'm kicking you because you just lied to me, so.
Lord. See, that's liberalist.
Yeah, if you come up to me and you lie to me when it's terms of service and that can risk my channel, yeah, I'm going to kick you from my stream. Joanne, you don't understand because you don't run a platform. If someone risks your platform
Okay,
because
I
they
didn't know.
engaged in particular behavior on stream, you do the same shit. Appreciate it,
Okay,
thank you so
I have
much.
no idea what the...
That's totally respectable for me to have boundaries about literally making sure that my live can continue.
Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha. Okay, so what were we talking about?
The difference between communism and liberalism, and I think that you're naive to think that they want you to believe they're liberal, but they're the ones that's controlling what the country is doing. They're controlling TikTok, they're controlling Facebook, they're controlling social media, they're controlling TV media.
So like limiting free speech, that's communism, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like
Part of it.
Trump wants to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, so he's communist?
Well, I agree with him. I
So
agree
you're a
that-
communist,
It
he's
is,
a communist.
I know it is. I know it is.
Communism.
It is under the freedom of speech. I think it's wrong. I think that's where he runs his mouth and gets himself in trouble. I don't think.
So why are
he
you
plans
supporting
to do it.
communism?
I'm not supporting communism.
He is, he's a communist.
No, he's not.
You just told me that limiting free
He
speech is
just doesn't-
communism.
His values doesn't agree with.
You just told me limiting free speech is communism. I just gave you an example of him limiting free speech, and you don't consider that
Yeah, and I
communism.
just said that I don't think he's going to do anything about it. That's where he just rambles. and
No,
says
he said he
stuff
wants to
like
put
that.
people in prison for a year for burning the American flag. He just said it recently.
Well, he might.
Diane,
want
thank you for
to.
the
That doesn't
$20.24.
mean he's gonna do
Thank you
it.
so much, Diane.
I'm sure there's a lot that Kamala said she wants to do, but she won't. Do you think?
Wait, say that one more time.
I think there's a lot that Kamala says she wants to do, but she won't do it.
Yeah, so actually, there's a recent thing that she announced in New Hampshire that would allow companies to deduct up to $50,000 in new startup expenses to help small businesses in America.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Michael, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's from the New York
Just
Times.
because-
Look
just
up Harris
because-
proposing a tax break makes
Just
a play
because
for
she-
small business owners.
Well, people propose things when it's time for the election so that they can get elected. Upon my history, I've seen.
Wait,
a
I
lot
just
of
told you
people-
something she's advocating for to benefit small businesses.
Yeah, okay, she's advocating. That doesn't mean she's going to do it or do anything about it. That's
Yes,
the
it is.
difference.
She's wait. So again,
That's
so,
your naive.
oh,
that's
okay,
your-
okay. So let's look at what Trump advocated for. Did he drain the swamp? No. Did he make Mexico pay for the wall? No. Did he repeal and replace the ACA? No.
There's a lot of presidents that say they're going to do things and don't.
Patty, thank you so much.
That doesn't mean he didn't do anything. He
So
did.
can
put a
you tell
wall.
me one policy how much new wall did he build?
I don't know how many miles. Do you want me to look it up?
3.7% new wall. 3.7% of new wall.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
He only added 3.7% of new wall. Brandon, thank you for the $15. Thank you so much on Venmo. Thank you so much. It's about 52 miles. 52 miles new wall.